Baseball earlier on the college level, our Troy Trojans have a big series facing Southern Miss this week. Joining us live now over Zoom, we have head coach Skylar Meade. Coach, thanks so much for joining us here on Alabama Live. Troy is the only team in college baseball to win all 13 of its weekend series. What does that mean for you? What does that mean for the guys?
I mean, it certainly is something to, at least for in the past, to hang your hat on. Doesn't mean much going into this week in a tough top 20 battle down here at RPF, but hopefully it's something that can be beneficial for us as we get to selection time here in the next couple weeks. To be the only team out of 307 teams in the country to do something, I certainly think is something to be proud of. But hopefully we can do that for another week here starting tomorrow night.
What are you telling them as you look to postseason play?
We're going to stay very process oriented. We're focusing on today. We got practice here in an hour. We need to have a great practice. It's a beautiful day. Just as I heard on the weather, it's going to be a beautiful weekend here for us. We're just trying to focus on, winning the day. While it might be a little bit cliche, it's why we've been successful. It's why we're ranked top 15 in the country, why we've been ranked every week. We're one of 7 teams to be ranked the entire year in the top 25. And so being consistent and just taking it day by day as you have to in this sport of baseball is something that we've done and we're going to continue to do. Nothing really changes as you get in here into the intense month of May baseball-wise.
I know you said not a lot of changes here, but are you doing anything a little different to prepare for Southern Miss?
I wouldn't say anything different. The only, guys are wrapping up finals. We're mostly done, so we've moved practice up a little bit to kind of give a little more recoup time in the afternoons. We got to make sure that we're fresh, both mentally and physically. There's been a lot on these guys' plates through the course of the year. A lot of eyes have been on our program, especially the last 3 years with the success that we've had. That can be a little bit taxing mentally with some of the expectations and stuff. And so we just try to make sure that their minds are free and they're feeling confident. And so I wouldn't say anything too revolutionary other than maybe we scale back certain aspects of practice because they've got enough reps over the last, 8-9 months at most of them.
I was going to say, how do you keep them energized as they get to May, get towards the end?
Well, I tell you what, if you're not energized playing in our program, you're going to get left behind. That's for sure. We have fun at what we do. We play exciting. Even if you're not a baseball fan, you like watching Troy Trojans baseball. We are certainly entertainment. We're not perfect, but I think if you're a fan watching on TV or in person, it's certainly a sight to behold at times. But the things that we've done here and that we're trying to do, if you don't have energy for that, then you're just not a competitor. And if you're not a competitor, you don't survive in our program, nor do you make it to our program. So I haven't had to really do much. I'm just excited that, they're going to get to be in the arena this weekend and compete for for our 17 seniors, the last time at RPF for those guys. I just hope they have great crowds. I know we'll have great weather, and hopefully the performance is as good as well.
Speaking of the crowds, does that energy shift or change for your team when they have a good crowd?
It most certainly does. It doesn't mean we're going to play perfect every time, but we've set records out all 4 years that we've been here in terms of season tickets and butts in the seats. And I certainly hope what we've put out on the field week in, week out, day in, day out is I don't know if it'll ever happen again, being ranked the entire year, being in the limelight, having the level of players, potential, player of the years, Team USA players, All-Americans, home run leaders, all the things that we have. I certainly hope that fans want to get one last opportunity to see those guys in person here in Troy.
You mentioned those seniors. Is it bittersweet, sad when you get to the end?
Yeah, it's weird for us. Obviously, we have a lot of things we want to accomplish post this weekend. Conference tournament and beyond. So you don't let yourself kind of get there. I mean, it's in your head that you're fully aware that the clock is ticking for your time with a lot of these guys. And some of these guys are so special that we don't have enough time in this segment for it. But this is kind of the first time it creeps into you a little bit. But you don't want to let your brain get there too, because, you want to keep your faculties straight, both for them and us. You want to use that emotion positively. And so hopefully that we can segment that properly this weekend. But man, it's really bittersweet when guys' time wraps up. Certainly the level of respect that we have for the guys and what they've done for our program it's unprecedented.
Remind people when and where they can see you this weekend.
Absolutely. We'll be down here at Riddle Pace Field, 6 o'clock Thursday night. 6 o'clock on Friday, and then Saturday with the Vance Law Firm, 3:33. We'll be rocking and rolling. I know it's going to be 90, 92 every day. There's no weather issues. There's nowhere else that you need to be in the mid-state, South Alabama, East Alabama, West Alabama. You need to be here at RPF all weekend.
All right, Coach. Thanks so much for joining us here on Alabama Live. We appreciate it.